well. So to me, it's not an either or, it's both. So imagine if that technology that you're going to be using in the rural areas is Wi-Fi. Let's just assume it's Wi-Fi in the TV bands 802.11 AF, 802.22. Then those guys can actually use Wi-Fi in those rural areas right now in an unlicensed manner. You can either use it in light license fashion or you can use an unlicensed model. That would depend on the regulators in those countries. But the principal form is they would have to look at what suits Brazil, what suits Jamaica, and they will make those decisions independently for the benefit of their consumers and citizens.
Okay, last question for Brazil. It says, how was the experience of Brazil in the allocation of the spectrum for broadband, PPDR? PPDR, you know, is a public-private...
I'm sorry, but I was not involved in that. Yeah, Agostinho is there, and he could answer that. He's Anatel. Could I'll pass it to him.
Okay, no, listen. Come back, please. There's a mic.
What? There's a mic? Okay.
Okay. So in Brazil, we have frequency bands allocated for PPDR, both for broadband and for narrowband. For broadband, we allocated 5+5 megahertz and 700 megahertz band. It was the first block. And we have bands located that are distributed in the spectrum in 380 megahertz. It's 2+2 megahertz, specifically for the army force and security, etc. And in 800 megahertz, we also have some channels allocated for PPDR. So in Brazil, we have spectrum both for broadband and for narrowband applications. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for saving me.
You're welcome.
Bueno, un aplauso para los panelistas. Gracias por el tiempo y nos vemos en la tarde. Gracias.
Everyone, we're going to take a quick break for lunch. It's going to be upstairs on the first floor at the Levels Bar and Restaurant at the end of the hall.